fresh green beans because there's something superior about the fresh ones versus the canned ones. I would bring the eggs out, but they will tumble because they are really full. I make a lot of ranch dressing, and this is the mayonnaise that I use. My freezer game is on point at all times. I put my milk in there, some flavoring in there, and then just squeeze, 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 and boom, I have ice cream that's not going to kill my macros. Jello and tons of jello. It doesn't affect your macros at all. Heavy cream powder. This is new to me. You can see I've used most of it already. I am absolutely in love with this. I can make bread with this, and it is carnivore friendly, so this is definitely going to be a staple from now on. The only thing is I have found with my body that heart of palms will take me out of ketosis a little bit, so I can't have them too often, but it is definitely a nice potato and noodle alternative. I have so many green beans, you would almost think I need to go into some sort of health facility. Welcome to my drink bar. As you can see, I have a ton of syrups right there. I use them for my coffees, I use them for my ice cream, and I also use them for my dirty sodas. It tastes like a grape sweet tart type candy, so that's pretty amazing. I was having caveman it. If you haven't seen that video, you should. We are officially starting the Keto Kitchen Diaries, so I thought what better way to start than with my keto staples that I keep in my house so I have something to grab and eat at all times or drink at all times. So here's my fridge. Let me show you what's inside. Up here we have meat that we're going to prepare for tomorrow and our drink row. The staples for me is Celsius and some sort of non-sugar carbonated beverage, bubbly, 7-Up Zeros, Starry Zeros, Sprite Zeros, Pepsi Zeros, a bunch of random ones go through this section, and of course all my Celsius flavors. I find that it's easier just to prep a lot of stuff so it's more of a grab and go and I don't have to chop every day. I have an array of vegetables and meats. Here's a closer look at all the containers. I have hard-boiled eggs right here, banana peppers, pickles. I have chicken, hot dogs, turkey bacon, sauerkraut, zucchini. And then back here I have zucchini, bell peppers, cucumbers, radishes, and homemade pickles. Heavy whipping cream for all my desserts. Since E. coli, I still don't eat breakfast too often, so I have a lot of almond milk right here for all my protein shakes. Fresh green beans because there's something superior about the fresh ones versus the canned ones, but you'll see I have tons of green beans. My favorite dessert is Jello. I take the heavy cream and make whipped cream, and that is a very easy snack. It tastes good, I can eat it in abundance, and it doesn't affect my macro. Tons of butter, like tons of butter. I would bring the eggs out, but they will tumble because they are really full. Sour cream and mayonnaise are another staple. I make a lot of ranch dressing, and this is the mayonnaise that I use. Mayo with avocado oil by Primal Kitchen, superior. I have my lettuce already chopped, a little bag full of mushrooms, and tomatoes. I can handle tomatoes and stay in ketosis, but you do have to be careful. Let's talk about the cheese drawer. I have Colby Jack cubes, I have cream cheese, and then I use Colby Jack and mozzarella. Colby Jack is my favorite, by far a superior cheese. Mozzarella is for other things like my hot dog bun or pizza, like that. And pepperoni. I do eat the pork pepperoni, but turkey pepperoni is just as fine. Now, going through the door, it seems like there's a lot here. Not all of it's mine. The only thing that I use on this shelf, these are my staples right here. Like I said, my mayo with avocado oil, and then I have sugar-free ketchup and Dijon mustard, almond butter. You take amino acids and rice vinegar. You can make a vinaigrette if you're not really into the creamy ranch dressing. I do switch between the both of them, so these are definitely staple. Garlic, more random Celsius that's in the door. I do take a daily vitamin. I take a morning and night to help boost everything that I need. So I do keep this in the fridge because the multivitamins stink, and they stink less in the fridge and more Celsius. Also, another one is bone broth. I don't reach for this very often, but I always keep it on hand because it helps with a lot of things. My freezer game is on point at all times. I have a seafood basket right here with salmon and shrimp, and then this is miscellaneous meats like pork bacon, which I don't eat, that's for my fiance, and my beloved hot dogs. It has to be the Nathan's skinless. These are the most keto friendly hot dogs. Tons of hamburger and chicken, tons of broccoli. That is it as far as the things in the freezer that are mine, except for this. This is actually a little kid's like slushy cup, and I got it for ice cream. I put my milk in there, some flavoring in there, and then just squeeze, 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 and boom, I have ice cream that's not going to kill my macros. Moving on to the pantry, I'm just going to give you an overview. If you've watched my pantry redos, you know exactly what's in here. But I am waiting on magnesium, but I have the potassium and the real salt. I'm going to start making my own salt drinks from scratch. It's going to be a little bit cheaper, and I do go through so many salt drinks. But don't worry, we're going to go to the coffee bar, and I'm going to show you exactly what I drink over there. The most used item in this pantry is my protein powder. I drink it every morning. I am currently out. The new packages will be here in a couple of days, so I can't wait. Jello and tons of Jello. This is the sugar-free Jello. I prefer strawberry flavor. I make these in bulk. It doesn't affect your macros at all. I always have meat sticks on hand. I was trying these two flavors. Normally I eat the Tillamook, but yeah, I wanted to try different flavors to see how I like them. This one, not so much. I've tried two different products from this brand and not a huge fan. Chomps was really good though. I would say Tillamook and Chomps are my two favorite brands. And apparently Chomps is supposed to be a little better macro wise. And then of course I have chocolate. This is Chalk Zero 92% cocoa. It is unsweetened dark chocolate. But somehow Chalk Zero makes it taste good. I don't know what they're doing to their chocolate because I actually prefer it. I do miss milk chocolate, but for being on keto and a girl's got to have her chocolate, this is a great brand. Sunflower seeds, because sometimes I like to snack. They're really bad on carbs. A few other things that I keep in the pantry that I don't reach for a lot though is chia seeds, sunflower seeds, and flax seeds. I do like to put them occasionally in different random food for that crunch factor. Heavy cream powder. This is new to me. You can see I've used most of it already. I am absolutely in love with this. I can make bread with this, and it is carnivore friendly, so this is definitely going to be a staple from now on. Allulose and almond flour. I do have original sugar, bread flour, APU flour, all the things in here, but these are the two that I can eat. Hearts of palm. So I did buy a sampler pack. I'm actually going to be eating this one tonight with shrimp Alfredo. But I also been buying the cans and making potatoes. Super easy. You just have to cook them, mash them, eat them. Delicious. The only thing is I have found with my body that heart of palms will take me out of ketosis a little bit. So I can't have them too often, but it is definitely a nice potato and noodle alternative. Pickles, tons of pickles. They are sodium heavy, they are macro light, they are amazing. Being this deep into ketosis, I do not watch my sodium levels. The more the better. So I like to buy different cuts of pickles. I end up eating pickles almost every day. So I do keep a big stock on hand. And Mount Olive is superior. Banana peppers. Love, love, love. Honestly, it just tastes so good in a salad. Canned tomatoes, rotel, just for everything. Like I said, I like to eat tomatoes. Also, tomato paste, because I can make my own sauces like spaghetti sauce or pizza sauce, things like that with tomato paste. And then sauerkraut. I love sauerkraut. I know it's a hit or miss for some people. Personally, I grew up eating it. I love it. It has very little macros, so I can eat a good portion of it. I have so many green beans, you would almost think I need to go into some sort of health facility, but green beans and broccoli are a very low carb vegetable, so I keep tons on stock. Bamboo shoots. They go great in salads. Very little macros. You can use them for a lot of things. I'm still figuring them out, to be honest, but they are tasty. Tuna. I make a lot of tuna salad, so that's primarily how I like to make it, or I make a tuna broccoli cheese bake. Very good. Tuna and seaweed. That goes great together too. I have tons of spices, of extracts, tons of olive oil. Yeah, just gotta keep everything stocked, but that is what I eat in this pantry. Let's go to the drink bar. Well, welcome to my drink bar. As you can see, I have a ton of syrups right there. I use them for my coffees, I use them for my ice cream, and I also use them for my dirty sodas. So they are very multi-use. Love them, great flavors. In here, I have a bunch of herbal teas, and all of my teas do double duty. Here is my salt assortments. Even though I'm going to start making my own, I'm going to still continue to buy packets because one, these are flavored and they're easy grab and goes. I do like two different brands, salt being one of them. Cherry Chill is my absolute favorite. Ooh, no, I just tried a new flavor. I think it's my ultimate favorite. It is the Radical Grape. Oh my gosh, I love it. It tastes like a grape sweet tart type candy. So that's pretty amazing. But Booyah Berry is one of the OGs that I'm absolutely in love with as well. The other brand that I like is Element. I am running low on these. I kind of just do like one brand at a time, but I do really appreciate a lot of the Element flavors as well. Here is one of the coffees I drink every morning. I put a scoop of this with my protein powder and then I have it all together at one time. But when I want an actual coffee, I'm drinking the Cinnabon. I love cinnamon, as you know, and that is one of my favorite flavors. I also like to keep nuts on hand. One, they're a great fat source. Two, they're tasty. They're easy to snack on. They were a little too easy to snack on, so I started buying the shelled ones. And I finally bought me a nutcracker because I lost my original one. I was having caveman it. If you haven't seen that video, you should. Almonds and pecans are my favorite nuts, and I do have some walnuts somewhere in here. I just have to dig them out. But yes, great snack. So that's going to wrap up this Staples tour. If you have any questions or want me to go in more in detail, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you for the next Keto Diaries video.